In a letter to respected COP21 world leaders in Paris, France in 2015, Supreme Master Ching Hai urgently advised them to implement vegan law as the solution to mitigate global warming. The letter reads as follows. Respected COP21 world leaders Paris, my special salute and best wishes to all of your distinguished, honoured ladies and gentlemen who have gathered in Paris for the protection of our world. This is just a reminder that just paying money alone cannot save lives, but being vegan does. A lot of evidence and information about this for you to consider are in the book From Crisis to Peace, free online at crisis2peace.org. Countless lives in the present and future, including yours and your children's future, children of your children's, are in your hands. Save them by voting for and implementing vegan law to stabilize the climate. Otherwise, lives on Earth will perish and we will be committing a graver offense than all the acts of killing and wars combined. With all love in God, yours most sincerely, Supreme Master Ching Hai. Vegan.
These facilities are basically floating factory farms, where fish often spend their brief lives confined in cramped, dirty and lice-ridden pens, waiting to be sucked up onto boats for slaughter or transport to land.
The environmental impact of the fishing industry, part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Selamat datang ning acara kula dampak lingkungan dari industri perikanan bagian keroro sing keloro. Ning bagian kesiji, sampean wis weruh industri perikanan ngilang nang jenis-jenis iwak, jaring dawa ngasil nang leuwih akeh CO2 dibanding nang industri penerbangan. Jaring hantu karo sejen-sejene nang kang beli di perlunang kaya lumba-lumba, penyu, karo hiu. Ning acara kian bisa dipai weru dampak lingkungan sing industri perikanan. Kesiji, kita mikir nang sampah-sampah plastik. Ake wong wis weru tas, kemasan, sedotan kang sekali pake kang bisa ngotori lautan. Pira kang dihasil nang limbah plastik ning industri perikanan. Sekian iku ake jaring, pancing, alat-alat sejene sing plastik setiap tahun. Jumlah kang akeh alat-alat yen ilang dibuang ning laut. Kang wis dipelajari ning Greenpeace leuwih sing 640.000 ton jaring, pancing, karo sejene dibuang ning laut setiap tahunnya. Kang pada bae karo 55.000 bes tingkat. Pelajaran sejene kang dimuat ning Scientific Reports edisi Maret 2018 ditaksir alat tangkep iwak kang dibuang nyumbang kira-kira 46% sing sekabeh sampah ning Pulau Pasifik besar. Sampah plastik iki ancaman kanggo sekabeh kang urip ning laut. Bakal wis suwe sampah plastik jadi partikel-partikel cilik kang disebut mikroplastik. Lamun dipangan ning iwak-iwak, mikroplastik yen bisa ngeganggu pencernaan, reproduksi, lamun keakehan bisa mati. Nurut laporan Januari 2022 kang ditugas nang ning Dana Marga Satwa Dunia, WWF penerima penghargaan welas asih dunia cemerlang, 88% kang urip ning laut kena dampak negatif sing sampah plastik. Kang 90% dipangan manuk-manuk laut. Laporan tersebut nyimpul nang lamun dimeneng nang bae sampah plastik ning laut jadi faktor penyebab berlangsungnya kepunahan sekabeh satwa liar kang selanjutnya. Masalah lingkungan sejene yaiku penangkapan iwak ilegal. Sekian wis ana 4 juta kapal penangkap iwak ning laut dunia kang akehe nangkep iwak ning perairan internasional, yaiku perairan ning luar hukum negara endi bae. Maka beli mungkin kanggo ngawasi industri iwakien. Akibate jadi masalah sekabeh kang serius. Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa memperkirakan penangkapan iwak kang ilegal sampai 30% sing sekabehe. Kang nangkep ikan ilegal ning laut, termasuk Laut Cina Selatan, Pantai Amerika Selatan, Samudra Hindia bagian timur, ning seluruh Oseania, karo sekitar Antartika. Namun kang jadi utama perhatian yaiku ning pantai lepas barat Afrika, penangkapan kang sangat merajalela.
Off the coast of West Africa lies one of the world's richest fishing grounds. But its treasures are being plundered. Foreign ships are raiding fish stocks, sucking the seas dry.
Karo sumber daya kang terbatas, otoritas kang ngejaga pantai Afrika setempat beli bisa mandegnang kejahatan kang ngancurnang kien, meminta bantuan sing luar kayak Greenpeace karo Seaforth. Ketemu maning karo kula ning berita dampak lingkungan industri perikanan bagian keloro ning keloro. Sejak tahun 1960-an, jumlah macam-macam iwak kang digedenang ning pabrik-pabrik iwak wis ningkat cepet. Ning pabrik-pabrik yen macam-macam iwak diingu mengerikan.
Did you know that the fish products that you see packaged in your supermarket are most likely to have come from fish farms like this one? These facilities are basically floating factory farms, where fish often spend their brief lives confined in cramped, dirty, and lice-ridden pens, waiting to be sucked up onto boats for slaughter or transport to land. Few people are aware of what life is like for fish in these farms. Fewer people still know how these sensitive animals are treated at the time of slaughter.
Pada operasi budidaya insan iwak intensif kian, puluhan ewu iwak-iwak diingu ning jero jaring bunder sampai beli bisa bergerak maning. Akibate iwak-iwak kian jadi tempatnya virus, penyakit karo infeksi. Kang masalah utamae yaiku kutu laut, parasit kang nempel ning jero kulite iwak, kang mangan iwak urip-urip. Kanggo mateni kutu-kutu iku, pegawai pabrik nyiram iwak-iwak kuen karo insektisida kimia kang bisa ngeracuni laut ning sekitare. Kotoran sing macem-macem iwak iku nyebab nang keganggue ganggeng-ganggeng kuen, nurunaken kandungan oksigen ning laut. Akibate iwak-iwak kuen pada mati karena sesek napase. Contoh tahun 2019 ning pabrik iwak Norwegia sing 8 juta iwak salmon mati dalam 1 minggu karena pertumbuhan ganggeng kang terganggu. Iwak-iwak sejene kang berenang ning parek-parek sering mati karena laut kang beracun. Penyakit karo parasit kang disebabnang ning tambak-tambak kang beracun. Animal Equality UK ana cara kang gampang enggo mandegnang kerusakan lingkungan kien sekalian ngelindungi iwak-iwak kien.
You can make a difference for fish right now by choosing to leave them off your plate.
Fish are often the forgotten victims of factory farming. Scientists have proven that they feel pain and they feel joy, and yet the laws are lacking to protect them. We must do more to fight for the animals that are currently trapped in this cruel system.
Pada tahun 2021, film dokumenter Si Perasi dirilis cepet menjadi salah siji sing 10 film terpopuler ning Netflix. Film kian nyerita nang akeh fakta kang memprihatinkan tentang kerusakan lingkungan kang paling gede kang disebab nang ning industri perikanan. Hal kian membuka mata jutaan wong termasuk kang gawe film asal Inggris Ali Tablisi vegan.
I've been fascinated with the ocean for as long as I can remember. But this romantic vision that I always had of the ocean completely changed. I was forced to confront a side of the story I never knew, a story of just how huge our impact on the seas had become.
We are at war with the oceans, and if we win this war, we're going to lose it all because mankind is not able to live on this planet with the Dead Sea.
If you want to address climate change, the first thing you do is protect the ocean. And the solution to that is very simple. Leave it alone.
Selama beberapa dekade, para ahli wis ngwanti-wanti industri iwakuen kang ngancur nang laut karo planet kita. Enggo ngindari kian mendesak pemerintah dunia kanggo ngelindungi lautan sing industri iwakuen. Menanggapi keperluan masalah kian kang terus meningkat ning bulan Maret 2023, Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa menandatangani perjanjian internasional kang disebut Perjanjian Laut Lepas.
Over 200 countries have come to an agreement to protect the world's oceans. It's called the High Seas Treaty, and it aims to transform 30% of the planet's oceans into protected areas by 2030. The pact has been in the works for over 10 years, and after 38 hours of talks at UN headquarters in New York this week, a deal has finally been reached.
Mengenai perjanjian tersebut, Dr. Laura Mellor sing Greenpeace Nordic ngomong, iki adalah hari bersejarah bagi konservasi dan dunia terbagi melindungi alam dan manusia dapat berjaya atas geopolitik. Namun, apakah perjanjian kian cukup kanggo nyelamat nang laut dan planet kita? Maha Guru Qinghai vegan, kang paling kula cintai, sering inget nang, kang bener-bener ngelindungi kehidupan laut karo dunia kita. Cuman ana siji solusi, yaiku pergeseran sekabehe pada gaya urip vegan.
Just stop the fishing. The government has to forbid fishing because it's too important to our survival to delay any further. Not only is there overfishing and depleting of the marine life, but there's also side killing. Like when the commercial longliners go fishing, they normally target swordfish, but then they're killing tens of thousands of sea turtles, by the way. And hundreds of thousands of seabirds and millions of sharks every year. This accidental killing is about 25% extra of our global catch. Experts predicted that in its present pace, more and more species will vanish and the global marine ecosystem will collapse, possibly in mid-century. To stop this destructive practice of fishing, the solution is a vegan diet. No fishy stuff in our meals. The sea offers us plenty of better food choices, wide varieties of super healthy and nutritious sea plants. We can even live on it forever. We must protect a living and healthy sea as it relates to our living and healthy self. I think we cannot live without the sea.
Rasa ngatur nuhun kula kang terdalam ning Maha Guru Qinghai vegan kang wis berbagi wawasane tentang pentingnya ngelindungi lautan karo dunia kita. kula berdoa agar sekabeh ngerungunang dan ngelakoni nasehat bijak karo segera pada urip vegan kang nyelamet nang bumi.